Did you open this yet?
What was the shirt?
No, we haven't started the show.
We'll talk about that.
Oh, yeah, pretty hot and gay.
Pretty hot and pretty gay.
Pretty gay.
Pretty.
Don't look at that.
What do you have
They're my stories, not your stories.
How come you have an advanced task killer?
Huh?
Why not?
You have an advanced task killer.
Yeah, so I can kill tax.
You what? No, uninstall that.
Uninstall that.
Nah.
That is gonna kill your battery life.
But it's been doing fine.
Battery life.
Because all of the apps that it kills come
Are
back
system
to life.
applications.
Yeah.
So you're wasting more battery by launching applications all day long.
What does he have to delete?
Advanced task killer.
Yeah.
I don't have that.
All my apps came back.
Gotta learn your shit.
I was using the AVG,
Don't use that.
You know what I
and
use?
then I went to Lookout.
You know what I use? Task Manager.
It's built in.
I don't have that.
Yes, you do.
Nah.
Yeah, hold down your home button.
I think the drywall dust fucked up my phone today. Look what it just keeps doing this.
It's sending a text message.
3-4 seconds.
Hello.
Clean out the drywall. Clean out the drywall. Clean out the drywall.
It stopped.
Where'd you get drywall dust in it from?
Drywall.
So shut the fuck up.
All right.
I don't know, man. I was
I
watching
see
a
how the
movie.
questions are gonna go today. How do you feel?
He's gonna win all of them.
Oh, application manager? 2 points because they didn't see it. It doesn't.
Invisible.
It doesn't say I can kill them. I have to tap on each one now.
Wait, that's your task manager?
Yeah.
Also, all the ones that
Well,
come
that's
back.
because I have a
it does
better
you no
phone
good.
than you.
We have the same software.
Nah, mine's 4.23897641039.
Mine too.
You know, when I first got this phone, it
You
was
need me to tap
it was
that mic?
perfectly
No,
fine.
I got it. Okay.
And as soon as I updated it, everything went to shit. And I don't like
That's
it.
the same thing that happened to my brother's phone when he got a new one.
It's real annoying.
Real annoying.
Now I gotta go delete this stupid program because people are telling me how to use my phone.
Hey,
doing
Luke.
it wrong.
Luke.
Just go back to your
See that thing
BlackBerry.
behind you?
I'm kind of considering it.
No, above you. See that little box, that black box?
It's
Bet you
called
can't
TV.
find a secret spot in there.
The paint might still be wet, so
He's gonna get it all over
It's
his
not
phone. He's
wet
gonna break
anymore.
it again.
Hey, Luke, see that thing behind you? Yeah. This is a show.
He leaves.
dismissed.
You couldn't find it?
Some guy with a beard is being a dick to me.
You want to take his spot?
It's just me. Alright.
The voice recognizer on that phone's really good.
Is it?
Yeah.
No, I'm asking him. He knows.
Yeah, mine's really good.
I like mine.
So for all you out in Radio Land, we're talking about the Samsung Galaxy S3.
Followed by 3 hours of Kid Rock.
Are we still auditioning for that radio gig?
I hope so.
Always.
I
Jay
came up
Hudson
with-
did not reply to me.
I came up with some more bad radio voices.
You gotta.
I want to hear them. Over the course of the show, you have to do it.
Oh, here comes the smell.
Clamato.
Ew.
You hear that? Wait.
Ugh.
Somehow this.
Oh, it smells like beer clams
Ew.
Blams.
Pour everybody a shot of it,
and tomatoes.
because that's going to be gross.
Ugh. I just got. Oh.
Oh, it burns. Why does it burn?
Because it's not
It looks
really
like Masters
food.
could taste
I'm gonna
it
pour
in
this
his
all over
chest.
the table.
Okay, this is my.
this your real cup?
This will be my first
That's from, like,
experience
last
of
week.
clams.
Like as soon as Pierre
Oh, look at that
swallowed.
Fucking pour.
Why does it look like that?
It's foaming like a
That
Roman.
is so gross.
It looks like grapefruit juice.
It looks like.
It leaves your mouth salt.
As soon as Pierre swallowed it, I felt vomit
Salt.
come up from my stomach.
It looks like the same whenever I pee when I.
You love vegetables. That's what it tastes like.
I hope you love it so much.
Seriously.
Wait, I gotta get your. I know you're gonna make a funny face.
Open up the pouch in your sweatshirt.
Just video it. Oh, we'll put
do
it
I
on
do
YouTube.
that?
Video him. Put it on YouTube.
Oh no!
Sounds like ER sick.
Did that guy commit suicide?
It's not a guy. Get it.
Look, I don't want
Get
it.
it up,
Hang on.
gotta get
Drink
it
it.
up.
Clamato. There it goes. 2 points to Bud Light. 2 points to Bud Light.
Oh, why is that alive?
Anybody else want one?
No.
Really bad.
Oh, please finish that.
Do you actually enjoy that?
That's the first time I've ever had it. It's delicious.
Oh god, so bad.
Oh, we're not going to go up from there. Should we
I
say
actually
welcome?
no, not yet. Let me finish this part first.
No.
I'm running in place.
No.
I didn't say it.
I said the last half.
Why would you do that?
I finally found something that I ate that I almost spit out.
Hey, there's my
No.
Snickerdoodle cookie dipped in beef gravy.
That doesn't sound that
No, it
weird.
doesn't. Out of the things that I've eaten before.
Did you make that? That sounds
Well, I was
made
at
up.
work and they had beef gravy. It was cold, and then I took a Snickerdoodle cookie and dipped it in. I was like, "This isn't going to be shit." I put mustard and, mustard,
Whatever,
Yeah, other shitty things.
whatever everybody has left over. into
eating
a
things
cup.
off ground and so forth. And this was the worst thing I've ever eaten.
But you got it down, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay, my faith in you is restored.
I'm just saying, we're getting closer to that. Taylor.
so like sweet
Taylor
mixed
Moore.
with
All right, this-
umami flavors.
The Taylor thing.
Mommy.
Stop.
Umami. That's what it's called.
I thought you said mommy flavors.
Umami.
This tastes like mommy.
Savory.
You never taste your mommy?
Umami is the savory, meaty taste.
Your
I
mommy is
listened to that
very savory
podcast.
and meaty.
It's mom tit beer.
You mommy. Mmm.
I don't want to do the show anymore.
Clamato put you off of it.
All right, now it's time.
Now it's time. Welcome to Budweiser.
Oh, that was very anticlimactic.
Yeah, welcome.
Just add music.
Next on Divide by Zeros.
Episode 2, season 4, whatever.
Go kill yourselves.
All right, well, since you've already downloaded this and you're probably, committed to listening,
Drinking a Clamato.
welcome.
Yeah, whatever.
I have a new addition to the church sign series. If anyone wants to hear it.
That was last
Yeah.
season. That was last season.
No. It's continuing on because
Yeah.
they continue to be really dumb.
Because I'm still alive.
This one was just simple. 3 words. Jesus never falls.
What?
If anyone is familiar with the Stations of the Cross, he
Yeah,
fell
didn't he
twice.
fall like? Yeah.
So take that, Jesus.
And when they took him off the cross, that sucker hit the
I
ground.
mean, I was thinking maybe it was a typo. It was supposed to be never fails, but I mean, he
No.
also failed a lot.
Yeah, failed at not dying.
Was it a church sign or was it like?
It was a church sign.
Oh, okay.
It was absolutely a church
I
sign.
have a church sign for you to either check out, or if I ever get the balls,
Are
I'll
you
check it out
making this
myself. No. Apparently, there's some church sign on Wayne and E-Course.
Okay.
And it's not a church, but it's a church sign with a little girl praying, but it's for a bakery. and they put church sign stuff on
All
it.
right. I can't wait.
Crawlers, thy will be done.
Would
That's
the,
one.
Would the disciples of that be the baker's dozen?
Oh, way better.
There's a lot of holy jokes, too.
So while we're in the top of the hour, let me just send my my heartfelt congratulations to the people of Palestine
Congratulations, Palestine.
Oh, Palestine.
What?
Tyler has no idea what you're talking
Is
about.
that a country?
Is that a fruit?
Taylor Moore.
They are a non-member observer state now, as recognized by the UN.
Hooray!
Oh, so they get to sit at boring meetings now?
They can. They're recognized as a political entity.
Yeah, fuck off.
We're not getting on Palestine. No listeners
Those
in Palestine.
bitches.
Our podcast will now get terrorist attacks.
From who? Israel?
Sure.
Aren't we allies with them?
That's only if we mention that Muhammad was probably not a great prophet.
The U.S. government maybe.
Definitely wasn't.
Well, which one? There's so many of them.
Muhammad?
Yeah.
Muhammad Ali.
The Muhammad that everyone's named after.
Can you draw us a picture so we know which one?
Yeah, we'll put it on the website.
Just describe him on the show.
I'm going to draw a little picture of him right here. I did participate in Draw Muhammad Day on Twitter, where I just made a little stick man out of characters and called it Muhammad.
Muhammad.
That's enough to be dead by.
Yes. No depictions or representations.
Doc was trying to get me to have anal sex with him last night. And I told him I was part of the
Bobo Broadcasting Network.
Sorry, I don't do
Count me in.
I'm part of Bobo.
I told him I was part of the 60% of gay people that don't have anal sex. But I said I'd play his dick like a clarinet. And then Jason Decker was like, no, you got to play it like a piccolo. I'm like, what kind of dicks do you suck?
Little piccolo one.
They're like, you hold it out beside like,
I thought the piccolo was in front of you.
Piccolo dick.
Piccolo.
Piccolo dick.
Here you go.
So
I've drawn Muhammad in a bathrobe.
Someone get a photo of that.
I will.
Is he showing some leg?
Nipples.
Oh, no. Oh.
Like
Oh,
nipples.
he's blasting nips.
So I recently started a quote-unquote real job, and I got my first paycheck, and I noticed I have a deduction on there.
Yeah.
And perhaps one of you guys can help me out, because I honestly don't know what
Taxes.
this could mean other
Got it.
than the Jersey Shore explanation. But they seriously took money out for G period T period L period. And I'm like, GTL?
isn't that a corn song?
I don't believe so. Oh, there you go. Are they
a corn
taking out
tax.
money for having the life?
Yeah.
I've heard Gym Tan Laundry.
It's for that snappy bass.
I don't know.
Somebody's got to pay for it.
No one gets GTL taken out of their checks?
I have no idea what that is.
I don't either.
I don't get checks. I just get money with blood on it.
Oh. A little Coke residue.
I have been getting a lot of
'cause
like
he stores it
cash
in-
lately, which is weird.
Cash?
Yeah.
Yeah, stolen.
No blood.
Stands for a great thinking loser.
Great thinking, loser. The fuck would you work here for?
It's getting worse.
Yeah.
I can't wait till you vomit.
I'm so glad I got it to room temperature, too.
Did we tell them what it is?
Yeah, we said
Yeah, we
Chelada,
did. It's
Clamato, blood.
Everybody
flow.
knows what Clamato is. You're the only person you didn't know.
I didn't know what it
Clamato-
was.
the only one that didn't
This is
know.
Clamato
I knew.
mixed with Bud Light.
Yes,
I
Yeah.
didn't know what Clamato was.
I did.
Some people just drink Clamato.
And salt
Get
and
the
lime.
clap, Bud
And
Light.
it just so happens to be the perfect combination.
It says it has shellfish in it.
It is selfish of you to
And
be
it has
drinking that.
it has slash clams.
It says it has
clams.
It says it has 24 fluid ounces, so they had to fluidize clams.
I thought when they said at the bottom 1 pint, 8 full ounces, I thought I was saying 1 pint and then it was equivalent to 8 ounces.
Oh yeah, I'm
Like they don't know how that
both
works.
of those numbers are right. There's 1 pint plus 8 ounces.
They have pints.
I
No.
bet you couldn't give that away to a bum in Detroit.
Let's take the podcast on the road.
Are you a bum? Drink this. Divided by 0.
Fuck no.
That'd be
Oh
good.
yeah, Handelman's back.
Handelman.
From what was that, like episode 2, season 2?
Yes, it was.
Can you stand and put your hand on your hips and pronounce your name jubilantly?
You don't have to do that this time.
Yeah, that was.
We've grown up.
Yeah, that's not even available on the feed anymore.
Handle man?
It is on our website.
If you want to go to the website, you can listen to it, but your episode is too old to be in our feed.
I see how it is.
We should start putting it out every month.
First of the
Why
month.
wouldn't you?
It was a great episode. Do you hear how you did on that? You made the semifinals.
I actually never listened to it. Funny story, I was in rehab.
Yeah, Jason Decker beat you in the semifinals.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
But he ended up winning the entire thing. So, I mean,
No, well, that's not bullshit then.
you lost the best person to the best person.
If you're going to lose, you better lose to the champion.
Right.
Last week we mentioned that we were going to our class reunion.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
And it was mostly, whatever. I didn't care.
That is a good summation of what
The
happened.
reunion was exactly like signing on to Facebook and looking at the news feed.
It was Facebook.
Boy, you got fat.
It was Facebook the play.
But I got into a conversation with Jeff Beydoun. You're all familiar with
Which
him.
one?
Jafar.
Jafar Beydoun.
There were 3 of them there.
Oh, that's right. You couldn't remember who he was.
The one from Disney, the one we went to high school with, and the one that nobody knows about.
But we got into like a regular small talk conversation, and then he realized that he didn't remember me. So at that point, when I realized that he had no idea who he was talking to, I just elevated the conversation to a more rapid fire questioning and saying stuff. Because the question after he realized he didn't know me was, did we ever have like classes together? I'm like, oh yeah, I'm sure we had classes together. I actually can't remember one, but I'm pretty sure it was like English. I just kept going.
Generic
I just
high
kept
school
going
classes.
on and on. So to make like getting out of conversations with people I don't care about fun, I made him walk away.
I kept on every time I had the conversation, it was the same conversation over and over, like, hey, how's it going? What have you been up to? That's good. What have you been doing? So I just kept on switching over to medium talk and like complaining about my day, or complaining about my thumb hurting.
This is how I speak with people I'm familiar with.
I didn't go.
Yeah, you did.
That's weird that I saw you there. Then
Nah.
I was having a conversation with this girl. I don't remember who it was, but she started explaining all of her horrific tattoos.
Oh yeah.
And she pointing out, first they're in places where you shouldn't show people in public.
They were
she's
all on her vagina.
She's
Upper clip.
pulling down her pants to show me. If you have to
sub-vagina.
pull your pants down, I shouldn't be seeing it right now. And then they're all like, oh, this is when my little brother got stabbed on a railroad track, and this one
Was it a tattoo of a knife mark?
This is when my mother had cancer, and then she got stabbed by. It was all.
And I got this tattoo right here, so it winks when I poop.
Yeah. So then, I saw Cassie coming. My girlfriend Cassie, and I'm like, oh great, I'm finally gonna get out of this conversation. And she's just walking, and then she walks by like she doesn't even fucking know me. I'm
Well, yeah.
The girl's tattoos.
You were too busy trying to get some pussy.
Yeah.
Side pussy.
Pussy.
Did anybody actually pay?
No.
Okay, so we decided we were gonna go get food anyway, even though we didn't pay for tickets. And as soon as we got up to the buffet, some large girl came up to me and was like, "We're trying to collect all the names for the people that graduated together." And she's talking to Natalie, not me. And she's like, "I didn't graduate with you. He did." And she looks at me and is like, "Oh, well, what's your name?" I told her my name, and she's like,
Natalie.
She goes, "Did you buy a ticket?" And I just looked her right in the eye. I go, "I paid online," and I slowly turned and walked away with a full plate of food. And then I hear in the background, she goes, "He said he paid online."
Which is weird because only 3 people did it, and it was all me.
She approached me at one point, and we got into this weird small talk conversation where I could tell she wanted to ask me something, and then she just seemed scared and didn't.
Are you gonna hurt me?
Who was this? Because no one asked me about
It
anything.
was Amanda?
Oh,
Amanda
the class
Gerasi?
president.
Yes.
I don't remember that girl.
So if you're listening, we didn't pay. And we're not going to.
And we're giving you the finger.
There was 150 people there. And I heard 9 people bought tickets.
And I think they told them that too because they weren't planned for as many people that showed up. So they got Louie got their ass kicked.
Good.
Well, they were
sucked.
getting their own.
That's true.
I was telling people that I was married and that my wife had killed our firstborn daughter and was now serving time in prison.
Oh, that's incredible.
Were you smiling?
What? No, I just was like, yeah. So
You should have told her name was vegan and showed your tattoo.
So how many girls did you bring home?
that night,
Yeah.
you like at one time,
Well, I mean, after you told this story, I'm sure they were mobbing on.
Alive or dead?
just, one at a time.
Oh, okay.
They want to fuck the dead daughter's sadness out of you.
I can feel your pain.
Does that happen a lot? Like people have sex a lot at high school reunions, like in the bathrooms and stuff?
I don't know.
That's what Scott was trying to hook up the whole night. He kept going, "Do you remember that girl?" And I was like, "I think her name was Marie." Something. I was making
All he
names
told me
up.
there was a blonde girl.
He kept saying these different girls, and then he'd go, "Man, I had the biggest crush on that girl." I was like, "All right, so go for it." I don't know. And then he'd come up to me a half an hour later and be like, "Oh, I found out she's married." I'm like, all right, move on to the next one. Oh, remember that girl? I had the biggest crush on her.
I think Tony was actually kind of excited to go, and then he realized what a disappointment it was.
Tony.
Pest feature.
Oh,
I think Christy made him go. She was more excited about it than he was. She made plans for it. And she didn't go.
he and I had some good conversation that night.
Yeah, you guys are the best of friends.
I wonder if he actually just secretly listens to the show.
best friend.
Well, if he does, he knows everything now.
Been with you such a long time.
During the reunion?
And I want you to know that my feelings are true.
You gotta let him get it out.
I don't know that one. I would have joined right in.
I really love you. You're my best friend.
The bully in high school is also there. It was Sean something.
Who?
Sean something.
No, it was Sean Iannatelli.
Yeah.
I hope
was
you're
there?
listening, fucker. Yeah.
I didn't see him.
This is the best cliche that ever happened.
This was the funniest thing ever.
Oh, is that the guy with the weird thing to his face?
He had,
Shin?
he had the biggest
No,
baggy eyes.
it looked like it was like falling off of him.
No.
Yeah, his skin looks like it's falling off
Really?
his cheeks.
Yeah.
The entire time.
He did look like he had been on heroin.
He looks like if Ren and Stimpy used a hairdryer.
Sure, that was the guy.
Can we use our comedy gauge right now?
Is that funny?
Not impressed.
Yeah. Stone faced. No. He's like, I know that kid. He's cool. No, in high school, he wanted to fight me because I sat behind him in social studies, and he'd always lean his chair back and then reach his hands behind me and try to grab my face. So
That wasn't bullying. That was flirting.
no,
Give me your nipples.
but the second day he did it, I stood up out of the chair and then kicked the table out from underneath him. So he fell on the floor and hit his head on my table as he did it. And he threatened to kill me.
I'm gonna kill
And then he got suspended and he tried to fight me every day for a year. And then at the reunion,
don't have any
he
stories
begged
like
me
that.
not to stab him in the parking lot.
Yeah, he was apologizing to every single person that he wasn't friends with in high school. I watched him go around the bar, and he's a lot smaller than everybody now. He was like the biggest guy.
Yeah, I was a little bit taller.
Now I
than
feel
him.
left out.
And I saw him go up to people and be like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. Hey, if I picked on you in high school, just don't take me out to the parking lot and kick my ass. I'll buy you a shot."
Oh yeah,
I kind of want to do this now.
I'm gonna kill you, so you might.
To kill you.
He did the same thing, but I don't drink, so I refused the shot. He's just like, this kid's gonna stab me. He kept walking away and telling everybody to watch his back so I don't come after him.
I should have just made up a bunch of stories they did to me.
You'd think you'd grow up a lot more after 10 years.
Like, you were shaking the rope when I was climbing up.
You fucked my mom and my dad.
You never shake the rope.
Yeah, I went to Ypsilanti High School, so we didn't have bullies. We just had black people.
We missed out.
After all you guys had left, Nicholas and I continued on with my balloon experiment. If you remember, we were standing in the aisleway to the bathroom, and I had a balloon because they had balloons hung everywhere. So I just started taking them. At one point, I had 5, and I was just holding it in the aisleway, so everyone had to walk by it, and nobody would push the balloon out of the way to get around it. They would all limbo around it. Balloon. So Nicholas and I were both doing this, and he was straight up just putting it in people's faces, and they would still limbo underneath it, even though he was being the hugest dick.
Please tell me that one of the balloons popped on John Mezza's face piercings.
No, somebody did grab it and pop it though.
I took that a little step further. I was taking balloons and just going up to girls that I don't know and just smacking them in the face with it, just to see if someone would get pissed. And everyone's just like,
Okay. We can do whatever.
Has anybody
we
ever
want.
seen John Mezza's Friday the 13th tattoo?
No.
No, he paid $13 for it on Friday the 13th, and it looks like somebody shit on his elbow.
I can't wait till he's on the show. He's booked.
Yeah, first thing, show us your tat.
I think he's gonna be on the 4th.
He paid $13 for it. Ask him about it. It's true.
I meant the 14th.
That's awful.
January, I think. Yes. Tyler, I know what's wrong with you.
Okay.
Last night,
Let's go around the room.
Asperger's.
No, well, last night. Last night I couldn't sleep, and like my legs were kind of restless, and I was all jittery.
Oh
And
no,
antsy.
you've caught it.
I know. I was like, oh my god. No, not
Called
coke.
withdrawals.
I was like, this must be how he feels all the time because I cannot contain myself. And then I realized all I'd eaten was like half a serving of au gratin potatoes for dinner. You're malnourished, man.
All you do is eat snacks.
I went downstairs and ate a turkey sandwich, and I felt like the wind, like I won the night. I went right to sleep.
well, that's because of tryptophan.
No, there's no way.
I doubt it.
You gotta start feeding you, sneaking you turkey sandwiches.
No, I had a girlfriend once that told me that was what was wrong with me too, and then she made me go for a month eating only good things, and nothing changed. It made it worse.
What are good things?
Just saying, it's
I
awful.
just felt unhealthy.
Just
What
say
are good things?
Like,
it's
you know,
awful
what
to
smart
do.
people eat.
I just want to hear you admit that you ate a vegetable.
I eat lots of vegetables.
Whoa.
And I had to have fruit juice for every morning.
What?
It was like some kind of smoothie.
You actually believe this shit?
I told her to give it a shot. And I was
For
like,
that
I don't
long?
believe you it would work.
How do you know if somebody's a vegan?
Don't worry, they'll tell you.
Don't worry, they'll tell you. they have this really stupid tattoo on their arm. It says vegan.
I have one in the same spot. I only eat my daughter.
I hope the day you get offended is because of you.
You're gonna listen to this podcast 2 years
I've
from
gone
now.
to so many places it can't be.
No, you're going to be right on the spot. You'll be like, fuck.
It'll be when she hears it. That's when I'm going to regret it.
Yep.
Dad, why did everyone laugh when you said you eat me?
And then I have to explain oral sex to her.
And how you suck.
And lick and nibble.
I thought for sure you were going to say shopping's difficult.
Stand-up comedy.
We came up with a good idea for a T-shirt today,
Yes.
based on my theory that gay people won't get offended if you call them gay if you explain that you're spelling it PHAG, standing for pretty hot and gay.
Yeah, so fag. Like what is it? Fat.
Fat.
Pretty hot and tempting.
I bumped you
The gay equivalent.
Yeah, because you bumped me.
I just
So
get ones made after the high school reunion. Just get ones made that say, "I promise I won't stab you in the parking lot." That way, at the 20-year one, no one will be worried.
Until you stab them because it's a lie.
Everybody has to bring back their shirts, otherwise.
The 20-year reunion is going to be at Albert's on the Alley. It's going to cost $50, and 7 people are going to show up.
We're gonna go there on flying motor scooters.
10 years?
Yep.
10 years.
10 years from now.
That's when they come out.
So, Luke, that's a nice shirt. Black
Thanks.
Bart Simpson's
Yeah.
on it. Looks like it has the symbol for Chili's on it.
Where's the chili?
It looks like a dumbass attempt at a rainbow. Here,
Where's a chili symbol? What are you talking about?
On his
Oh,
medallion.
on his necklace? Yeah. That's a hole.
There's a lot of talk about a shirt nobody can see.
Nah, I don't
Take a picture and put it on the website.
Nah, take a different picture of something else.
I got to use your joke, one of your jokes from stand up here.
You gonna pay me for it? or-
No, absolutely not. Your hernia joke.
Thanks. That was a long joke.
It was. Well, I didn't use the whole thing. I used just parts of it.
I missed all the funny parts.
Well, yeah. I'm not funny.
You were explaining hernias to your daughter?
No, it was the guy I work with. Because he has to go in for a physical, so I got to tell your joke.
Has he ever had a hernia?
It sounds like you telling jokes for real. When you tell the story.
That's what I'm saying. Unfunny. No, but he was talking about how he grabs his own balls and nothing feels wrong. And then I had to explain what a hernia was to him. And so I got to do the whole thing.
So I
Thank you.
You can move on. It's fine.
I made a big life step the other day. I gave away my the weights from high school that we bought to work out. I'm like, I'm not gonna,
Gave them away.
I'm not gonna work out.
Whoa, but I don't have them.
Actually, I think they're still on the steps. You want them?
Yeah.
Take them.
Got 'em.
I gave up on the dream. I'm never going to work out. I've had them
sure?
for 10 years. Haven't worked out once.
I always wondered if you did, but I was too afraid to ask.
No, I just always put them underneath my bed. That's where they go.
I always assumed you did, and I didn't know why you were so
No, they
strong.
just they
Well,
keep,
when you said I
15
took
pound
a
weights.
step, I figured you were talking about in the right direction, not the wrong direction.
no, I just
Anyways, I decided
I'm
to throw
just-
exercise out of my
I've
life.
given
So
up
good,
on
so
life.
good.
no, I stopped lying to myself. They're just like keep my house down in case of a Wizard of Oz situation. That's all they do.
I sold my weights and I went to Myers and bought 30 pounds of pizza rolls. I took a step.
Myself.
I took a step.
I lunged all the way to the car.
I gave up on working out when I left my weights in your trailer when you got kicked out. And we never got them back.
Why'd you bring them over?
Because we were all going to work out in his trailer.
That's so fucking gay.
I figured the most I've used them to work out was when I moved my bed into my bedroom and I had to move the weights. And I started putting them back under the bed. I was like, not again! You don't live here anymore.
It should just be another household joke for all of you guys to get everyone in shape. Like where the mannequin was the thing for a while, you just put it in places. Like everyone just moved the weights in everybody's way.
I put my 30-pound weight on top of your laptop.
That's a good idea.
You have to lift it every time you have to use your broken laptop.
I asked where you were one day, and Cassie said at the gym. And I said, you obviously mean at gyms.
Technically, I was getting a workout, though.
That's gay.
Well,
I was drywalling the ceiling. That's the
Skin
above your head.
Piccolo.
That's lats or
Piccolo.
something.
Piccolo.
It's mostly
lats.
shoulders.
Where's
Delts.
lats? at?
Delts. Lats are here.
All right. Well, I use those.
No,
sometimes.
come over here and show him.
Yeah, let me touch your
touch
lats.
me.
Up and down, up and
Rub
down.
those withers.
Are you 75 years old?
I wish.
Is that even a body part?
Nobody knows how old I am.
well, they know that you graduated the same time we did.
And it was
Yeah,
our
could have been a
20-year
teacher.
anniversary.
Could have been a teacher. What? You've graduated.
I've been fooling everyone this whole time. For the past 60 years, I've been earning my degree.
You mean your diploma?
Diploma.
I wish that was my story when I went to the high school reunion. Like, yeah, I do a podcast with Mr. Megatron now.
Mr. Megatron. You just call me Tron.
What up, M-Tron?
What up?
How come Mr. Rowe wasn't there?
He's dead.
He was drunk.
It was his birthday, and he was out drinking. Got invited, and then he canceled the event.
I'm still pretty mad that we didn't get to get drunk in Franklin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should just go do that anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Burn a bitch down.
And get arrested.
Yeah.
Let's go draw a dick on the football field and salt.
Yeah.
So speaking of high school, they're doing a spin-off of Boy Meets World, huh?
Are they really?
Girl
They
Meets
are.
World.
It's Corey and Topanga's daughter.
Are
And
you fucking serious?
Yeah.
it's the actors that played them
Yeah.
are the parents.
I'm sure it's gonna be shitty.
It's
course.
gonna be in 3D.
It's just them. No Sean. He's dead.
It's on Disney.
Sean,
Seriously, is it
Sean's
in 3D
dead.
though?
I really hope so.
Because if it fucking is.
Sean is dead.
Shaun of the Dead.
Sean is dead.
He's clearly in prison.
Oh wait, the brother's dead.
He lives in a trailer park.
Yeah, exactly.
I thought he moved out with his shitty brother.
I don't remember. Jail or dead. If you're in jail, you might as well be dead. You hear that, inmates?
Yeah.
Your warden agrees with us.
No, but seriously, you think you can get it in 3D?
I think if you make a request.
I think they could do like post process on it. Yeah.
Pixar's working on that.
Most of the active 3D television panels you can get will do a 3D up conversion on content. It doesn't
So,
look...
Luke, how was your? How does it feel to be out of the fun time jail part or rehab part?
Oh, it feels great. You know, freedom's always great.
Freedom's always preferable over not freedom.
Freedom is
How long have you been out?
free.
Since
September.
We can't hear you. You gotta lean closer to the mic.
I'm not trying to be part of it.
Well, then you should say nothing.
So the 23rd of September, I think. 21st of September.
Oh, good to finally see you in December almost.
I wish I could say the same. Oh, just kidding, Jay. I love you.
Who's Jay?
Hurt my feeling. I'm staring at.
Staring at him.
5
I was
minutes
scared
of
for about
uninterrupted
5
contact
seconds.
later.
As Taylor stares him down.
So what'd you do first day? Out.
For the year.
I thought you meant first day in.
First day in and out.
What did I do my first day out?
Yeah. Cedar Point or something?
My girlfriend Emma picked me up and
They got it on!
yeah, pretty much.
like in the lobby area of the freedom.
Out the door.
Yeah, it didn't work out the way we had planned. But it worked out eventually.
You guys
Signing
like
your-
writing letters to each
Signing
other?
your papers and playing the piccolo. I'm sorry that you're right there when I said that.
It's more of a didgeridoo. Ooh.
Bassoon would be weird too because it has that weird thing that comes out the side.
A didgeridoo.
That's
What's wrong with
sneaky
your
pipe.
penis?
A saxophone would be a weird penis shape.
What's wrong with it? It's a bassoon.
You buffoon.
I think any of the stringed instruments is even more weird. Oh, this looks
Harp
like
Dick.
looks like a harp.
It's
slow burn for
it's got a
masters.
bit of a back bend to it, and he just pulls all his pubes out and ties them around the head.
I feel like Harp Dick is a band.
It is now. We're starting it.
Mine looks like a little whistle.
Like a referee's whistle?
The little plastic green ones.
Or like a dog whistle?
It's the ring that refs have.
Well, only dogs could hear.
Don't look at
I don't know.
me.
Isn't that right,
I was
Pierre?
trying to hope that you. I was trying to think that
I think it
make you make that make sense.
No, no thanks. I have nothing to
It
do.
only means that you put your penis in dogs' ears.
Yeah, there we are. That's
can't
what, I was
mean
looking,
anything
that's what I
else.
was looking for.
Yeah.
It sounds like only dogs can get you off.
Still got that dog, right? Still got that dog, right?
For the time being, gotta play the field.
Gotta get that side pussy.
Why do you think you got those 3 chickens?
Side bitch.
Pretty much by the time, a few days after the day this comes out, the chickens will be allowed to go outside. They're sold. Are you here? I get chickens.
On leashes?
Yeah, I saw him.
Oh, nice.
I killed them all.
I'm pretty excited about it.
You sound thrilled.
Scale from 1 to 10. 3.5.
What does that mean?
I mean, how excited he is.
Oh, I thought you meant you were rating the
Well, I'm
chickens.
saying if you want me to be... No.
Like, what's the 3.5 chickens?
This isn't the Olympics.
Where are your 10 chickens?
If you want me to be impressed by an animal, you better show up with a lemur.
I'll get in a giraffe next.
Wrong choice.
One of, them, one of those mini ones.
Can he play the didgeridoo?
He's got the throat for it.
out?
I got the penis for it.
I thought you had a whistle.
Change it.
I got an upgrade.
You don't know how the male sexual organ works? Starts as a whistle.
Whistle, dick, harp.
Is that a name?
All right. I'm ready for break.
Break
Yep.
time.
Right.
This podcast is part of the Bobo Broadcasting Network. For this and other great shows, head to bobobroadcasting.com.
Them real glasses.
Oh, I looked up how much money there was in the U.S.
$7.
Very little.
Yeah. No, there's a lot. It's like,
Cash?
huh?
Cash? Not very much.
Yeah, it was like $9.6 trillion in cash. But that was estimated to be like 3% of the actual money.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, it's a lot of money, but it's not a lot of money.
Bet you didn't bother to look up how many coupons are in the U.S.
What the
Including
fuck is that
Groupons?
supposed to mean?
You're right.
What is that, racist?
50%.
47%.
Oh, it's 50% coupon.
Before we get a 50, I'm going to take a right turn.
And turn right around.
Break.
I found a foreign object in my hair.
It's your hand.
God, what is wrong
Is it a
with you?
coupon?
Shit.
So, topic today is rehab.
Sure.
Right? You mentioned earlier you just got out in September.
September's.
Why did you laugh when you said that?
Because I'm drunk.
because he didn't.
Yeah. But I guess, when did you go in? You went in like right after you recorded with us, I think, right?
October 10th, 2011.
So that was about that time.
Oh, technically, you're on every episode of season 2. If the listeners remember, the theme song is actually sung by Luke to the superhero. Superhero.
Well, when would you get
Encore.
He still got it.
Still got it.
Oh, we gotta do another freestyle before you leave.
No.
We'll see. We'll see.
Think about it. We'll think
Rehab.
about it.
Well, describe, like, what is every day? Is every day exactly the same, or do you have like different days for different things?
In rehab?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, certain days you have just pretty much, because you have classes in there which teach you about different stuff, like coping skills and life skills, whatever. And then you have other days that, you'll have like free time where you can go down to the gym, work out, or watch movies, or
I don't work
stuff
out.
like that. So yeah, we know.
You'd never make it.
You'd be someone's bitch in a week.
Somebody's bitch of the week.
But yeah, the days they're always varied.
Is it boring?
It
sounds boring.
You kind of described it as jail earlier.
your days are so scheduled that there's always something to do, but at the same time you want to be anywhere but there. Mm-hmm. So
Sounds like when I went to Schoolcraft.
Are you ever allowed to leave?
they gave you a 6-month pass, which was a 16-hour pass, and then they gave you a 9-month pass, which is a weekend pass, and then they gave you 3 12-month passes, which were all weekend passes, so you could leave.
So that means
basically-
every 9 months you can have a weekend, or
No,
Is that
means
how that
at
breaks
6
down?
months you can have a pass.
Oh, at 6
9
months.
months
Okay,
you can have a pass.
Gotcha.
And then your last month you can have 3 passes.
Gotcha.
Oh, so you have 3 weekends off your last month, pretty much?
Yep.
So since I have no idea who you are or what this story is, which I imagine most of the listeners can relate to,
You're probably right.
why did you go to rehab and what were you being rehabilitated about?
Well, a little something funny story, true story. It's called snorting heroin. You can pretty much do it anywhere. Toilet seats, backs of toilet seats,
Starburst.
Mostly bathrooms.
toilet
Really
paper
bad for
holders.
Hand towel railings.
So you were caught in the act of snorting heroin?
No, just pretty much destroyed my life. So
You checked yourself in.
yeah.
Okay.
Well, that's cool.
I didn't know the story, so I'm like, most people who are listening to this are probably like,
Well, thanks for asking.
what is going on? Like, I have no idea what they're talking about right now.
Did you meet like fun people?
Oh, great people. Most of the people there are hilarious. I heard one guy say there that surviving addicts are very interesting people. And I was like, hey, well, why? Why do you say that? He said, well, most of us are dead. So the ones, well, so the ones surviving have to be doing something kind of cool to be able to survive, because most of us died already. So the ones that surviving are usually good at something, and it's true. Like, it's
Pretty
weird.
good point.
Most addicts, like, it's weird. Every addict, they're like almost extremely good at something. Like, we would go out on the basketball court, you'd be surprised how many dudes are like extremely athletic at everything, and it's because, I mean,
Coke?
Yeah, cocaine. Cocaine's a hell of a drug. That's really
So you're not allowed to do drugs while you're there, right?
Not real ones.
not real ones. I mean, some guys would take about 30 ibuprofen and see what would happen, but
You have a crazy headache-free day.
that will be your last set.
Drowsy.
Are you referring to like methadone or something like that?
No, I'm
Like-
not referring to meth. I said ibuprofen.
Well, I know, but that's a fake drug. Well, I mean, it's kind of a real drug.
No, there was no opiates.
that's like
there was
a-
no opiates allowed in the program.
Okay.
I was in.
Were most of the other people in rehab with you in there for doing the same thing?
Actually, no. There was people in there from all sorts of different things, like coke, crack, heroin, porn. That was actually when I first got to rehab. People would ask you. It was like when you first got there, they'd ask you, "What's your poison?" That's what they would say, and basically, which means like, "What kind of drug did you do?" So when I first got to
Snake
rehab,
bite.
yeah. So when I first got to rehab, there was these two guys there, and they were like, they were talking amongst themselves, and then I kind of walked up in the conversation, and they were talking to each other, and they said, they were like, "Oh, so like, what did you do? Why did you have to come into rehab?" And the one dude was like, "Well, every time I got my paycheck, like, I went to the strip club." He's like, "I blew all my money." He's like, "I was addicted to strippers." True story. He's like, every time I got my paycheck, he's like, "I spent all my money on strippers."
Anybody make a blow your
then
wad
the other dude was like, "Well,"
so
he was like, "So what are you in here for?" He was like, "Dude," he was like, "I used to watch porn all day long." He's like, "I would sit at my house, watch porn, watch anime porn." He's like, I would watch every sort of porn. He was like, "I would not leave my house. I would just sit in a chair and jerk off all day." And
I get so bored of it.
How
And then
did
they
they
looked at me.
rehabilitate that?
They were like, "Well, what are you in here for?" I was like, "Well, I snort heroin, but y'all motherfucking, you are fucked up."
See, they can take heroin away, but they can't take your dick away. So how do
Was
they
there a-
rehabilitate porn addicts?
Was there a
I guess if
pecking
you go
order
without it for a year,
based
you
on
could-
their
I
addictions?
don't know.
Pecking.
They put like a chastity belt on them, or
The reason why I asked that was, what would be the craziest thing somebody tried to snort if they couldn't get any coke?
My friend Mason said he tried to snort NO explode. He said it was a terrible.
What is that? I don't know what that
that's
is.
that nitrous
It's like a workout supplement.
Oh god, that can't be good.
Tried drinking Red Bull through their nose.
Did it work, or did it just like hurt
Oh,
a
he
lot?
said it was terrible.
I believe it.
I imagine it would just burn. I did when I did it.
I feel like I'd be made fun of for being addicted to Starburst.
A sugar addiction. And you're not even 400 pounds.
It'd just make you more enticing to the people that want to rape you.
I don't think there's a lot of rape in rehab. It's more of a prison thing.
I did snort pixie sticks in high school, though. I did that one time.
Don't we all, man?
Gotta shine
Put
somewhere.
powder in a straw if they don't expect you to do something crazy.
Because when you blow your nose, it makes the Kleenex
When you live on the streets, you gotta do what you gotta do.
We all know you're from the streets.
I've been on the streets.
You could say I'm from them.
I lived down one for a long time.
When you hear about like the celebrity like rehabs that like where they go in for like a weekend and then they're rehabilitated, like can you fathom what's going on there?
Most
Like,
of my
nothing?
knowledge is from Will Smith in Hancock.
That's not a good place to start.
You know how he went to rehab and that? He could have gotten out of the prison, but, you know, played basketball, but he just wanted to go get the ball, and he came right back.
Good thing his wife is an angel.
So do you have any interesting stories about things you've done to get your hands on heroin?
That's a yes. You don't have to share them if you don't want to.
I don't know. Might have to save that one for another time.
That's a good story.
All right.
Yeah, back to my question though. Like, do you think that any like a weekend program or a week long program, like if that's possible? Like
Well,
you were
you
in
know,
for
like,
close to a year, so
Right. I mean, at most rehabs like Brighton Hospital, Marygrove, a lot of places around here, there's it's about a 3% chance success rate for a 2-week rehab.
with an intensive program like you went through. Like
No, at a 2-week program.
Oh, okay.
It's about a 3% success rate.
I think that's very telling then.
Yeah,
They
so
can't do
I
shit.
mean, but my cousin Ryan, he was addicted to painkillers, and he went in for 2 weeks to Marygrove, and he's been clean for like 3 years now. So
He is the 3%.
So you know, right?
probably
I mean, it just
subjective to
I
the
think it
people.
really depends on where you're at and if you're ready to quit. You know,
Sure.
if you're sick of the lifestyle. So
They seem to heighten it on. There's a lot of reality shows right now with Dr. Drew's got like 3 different shows about rehab, like different ones, and they always just try to like over dramatize.
They didn't make you watch those in rehab, did you?
That would be awful.
I had
imagine
no
it's-
idea what was going on in rehab. They didn't let us watch TV at all. Actually, they let us watch the Super Bowl. That's about it.
It's okay. You missed nothing. TV's been shit.
You did miss Honey Boo Boo.
Oh, honey, boo.
I came back and I said, "What's new? What's happened while I've been gone?" And then I saw there was a new Taco Bell on Michigan Ave, so I I already knew what happened. No questions asked.
Another place to go get diarrhea at.
No, I got a Crunchwrap Supreme for sure.
Actually, you missed. I hurt my thumb not too long ago.
No,
That and the new Taco Bell is the only thing
That
that's
happened
happened.
while he was out. So
Oh well, it still hurts.
Anything to bring it back to you.
So when I was thinking about being in rehab,
For your thumb.
for his fruit snacks, you would be in fruit snack rehab.
Actually, you had a pretty serious, like the sleeping pill thing you had. Like,
Yeah.
Did you ever consider a rehab for that?
no, I just kept on changing different types of sleeping pills.
Yeah, you were making
the
making it
solution.
worse. Yeah,
Yeah.
we know.
Well, I was like, I thought I had a system where I would do this sleeping pill for this week, and then I'd change it to a different one, and I have like a 7-week cycle where I'd switch over. That way I wouldn't. Mainly, it was just so it'd work.
Never mind that whole.
what kind of sleeping medication do you take?
I don't take anything anymore, but different hydromen was my main one. Different combinations of whatever they'd mix into that, and then it started off with NyQuil, and then just kind of went on from there.
It wasn't funny because
NyQuil.
it was a serious thing, but sometimes when we didn't know that you would take something, and we would be here and upstairs watching TV, and out of nowhere in like 45 minutes, you'd be so fucked up and so ridiculous and funny. We didn't know you took anything, so just out of nowhere, you're just like, like, what are you doing?
I remember the first time that I
That's
realized
usually
that,
what happens when
that
you
it
mix
wasn't a
stuff.
good thing is when I took the bottle. I just like took the entire bottle and put it back because I just knew how long I needed to do that.
you counted it.
And my girlfriend looked at me. She was like, "Did you just take sleeping pills like that? Like you didn't even count them?" I'm like, "No, I just needed a few."
I'm a man.
So like, maybe I should stop.
Hardest thing I ever stopped doing was cigarettes.
You smoked
I used to.
for how long?
For on and off for what, 5-6 years?
Do you have any crazy stories about things you've done to get some cigarettes in your hands?
I don't know. Sucking dick crazy.
Not really.
How big?
Fucking some crazy dick.
How big a
Like
dick?
dick.
No, we
Dude,
all
just-
play the piccolo here.
That
I
just
sucked
makes
the
you
Harp
pretty hot and
Dick.
gay.
I sucked the piccolo dick.
Yeah, they were mostly cigarette sized.
Hello.
No, the craziest thing I ever did was hand over $7 for a pack of them.
Jesus.
Yeah.
My girlfriend once bet me $10 million I couldn't go 4 months without eating McDonald's, to which I did do. I mean,
And you're rich now.
no,
You're
it's
buying
not,
us all boat
It
planes.
turns out she doesn't have $10 million.
what it equates to is a lifetime of small favors. But I know where to go.
Piccolo.
I know where to go to buy that. I know how relatively safe it is to purchase McDonald's. And I was wondering, how dangerous does it get trying to buy the stuff you were into? Is there any like near scrapes, like theatrical style?
I feel like what I was doing isn't nearly as dangerous as Jay mixing his NyQuil and vodka together.
Yeah, the worst is getting the first time that I took what's the A one? Starts with an A. Ambien, yeah. The first time I took that,
Of course I know it.
I was drunk at my cousin's house that lives like a quarter mile from here, and I'm sure I told this story before, but like I took it, and then usually it takes like an hour and a half for it to like affect me, but I was drunk, so it happened in like
Your blood was
9
so
minutes, and they like my cousins were like fucking with me, like taking my wallet and then giving it back to me, and then I wouldn't realize it was, and then I walked home, which I have no recollection of.
Luckily, you made it, I guess.
As far as we can tell.
I mean, we would have got this house
Yeah.
if you didn't make it.
No, but what was the question? You asked me. What was it? What was
Yeah,
the
like some weird transactions in an alleyway where like a deal didn't go down right. Any guns pointed at you? Any dangerous situations?
Did you have to trade doing push-ups for them? Or?
Really, man?
I really want it to be
wasn't
like
too
something
much.
out of RoboCop.
There really wasn't too many crazy situations on buying dope. As long as you had the money, then nothing really crazy ever happened.
You're like mostly doing it like Ann Arbor, which is like
Right.
not like
So.
not like
They
You're
have
not
a
gonna get
store
beat up
for
by
that.
yeah.
Plus, I was buying it from one of the guys I went to high school with. So
Yeah.
he wasn't gonna like rob me or anything.
Always know your
You're just
dealer.
like, please don't beat me up in the parking lot.
Yeah, probably the worst thing was like just drug dealer time. Drug dealer time is terrible. It's like they'll tell you to meet you somewhere. They'll be like, meet me here. They'll say meet me here at 1:00, so you automatically have to add a half an hour on there. That's the worst part about it.
Come on,
Because
drug
when you're-
dealers, get on it. People got schedules.
That explains
So that's
Kevin
probably the
Bean's
worst part
life.
about it.
Kevin is so late every day.
Which really doesn't seem like a big deal unless you're withdrawing in your fucking truck.
Yeah, so you're like sitting in your truck waiting for your addiction to
And half an
arrive.
hour pretty much seems like 3 years.
Yeah,
So yeah, that's probably the worst part about
What
it.
if they do that on purpose to make sure that you're not going to change your mind? Because you
That's
just
what I
get
would
more
do.
and more hungry for it, and then they're just sitting there waiting.
or maybe you buy more. Yeah,
Double up.
Possibly.
probably a real thing that they're doing. That's shitty.
They're parked across the street watching you, looking at their watch. A little longer.
Wait till I start sweating.
Is he shaking yet?
Wait till he mouths the word "come on" 3 more times.
So there's drug dealers in their own surveillance van with like the FBI in their own spying on each other for 3 days.
And then the dude you went to high school with's mom following him around in her van.
So you said the first thing you did when you got out was go to Taco Bell. But what's like the thing that
Is that what you call your girlfriend, Taco Bell?
Yeah,
Evidently.
Just joking. Just joking.
I was trying to not bring up the piccolo thing again.
I mean, he did say he got a Crunchwrap Supreme.
That's one of the higher end.
Yeah, they're
It
sour.
was
They're sour
pretty
cream in that.
supreme.
But what was the one thing? Like,
It was supreme.
What was the one thing like while you were in that you missed that you like thought you wanted to do as soon as you got out?
What do you think, man?
Okay. Besides,
He played the piccolo.
Besides,
No.
besides
What kind of a
heroin.
question is that? I just told you I had a girlfriend.
Well, no, I know. I think that's a given, though.
But what'd you watch? Like Celebrity
I
Rehab?
watched like a house marathon.
I watched Intervention for like 3 weeks straight.
Were you allowed conjugal visits when you were in the facility?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
What would you do when in detail?
There were glory holes around.
No, they weren't allowed conjugal visits. No.
Did you have
Unless you're
sex
married.
with other people in
I think we talked about that already too.
No, I didn't. Unfortunately.
Well, I would have.
You always can. You always can go.
It might have been great rehab for the porn addicts because they're finally having sex.
I just go to rehab for the sex.
See, that's not very far-fetched, actually. A lot of like where the rehab I was at, men and women were completely separated. And it's actually for a very good reason because
Rape.
a lot of girls get pregnant in rehab. A lot
Really?
of girls, yeah. Friend of mine, he met his
From their vaginas?
well,
That's a start.
So if you're listening to this, use a pseudonym in rehab.
Oh, so if you're having trouble getting pregnant and you're married, go to rehab.
Lots of girls get pregnant.
Sorry, your friend what?
We could beep out the name. Don't worry about it.
No, I was like interrupted with the vagina thing.
no, I said my friend actually met the girl that he's with right now in rehab, and he has 2 kids,
Oh, that's cool.
and right out of rehab.
Do they know?
Do they know what?
Do the kids know that they were rehab babies?
He's 1, so probably not.
Yeah, they're all stupid then.
Yeah, you know, they already talked. They had the talk with him. It was right after the sex. It was right after the sex talk, the rehab talk.
Cut the cord.
And then Santa.
That way, later in life, they can just say, "Yeah, we told you all about this."
You weren't a mistake. We were just fogged up.
Not my fault. You were dumb when you were a fetus.
That's why your name is Snort.
And your eyes are spaced so far apart.
Is that a side effect?
Usually.
Oh, okay. I know tiny ears is one. I think that's fetal alcohol syndrome, actually. So.
Ask your kid.
Right after you said that, I looked at all of our friends' ears.
You're good. You're good.
Who has the tiniest ears?
Decker has some tiny ears. Check
Your
those
mom
out.
drank so much.
Decker also
Oh, my
has the tiniest
ears?
nipples.
Nuts?
I would say Pierre has smaller than average ears.
What does that mean again?
Yeah,
got
but he
those
has
flexible
fish.
ears.
Average ears is the name of my band.
Average ears?
Average ears.
On the front of his cover, it's a bunch of corn.
Ooh.
Just average corn.
Yep.
You don't have a
Why
microphone.
does it have to be average?
Nobody even heard that or this.
Thank God.
Oh yeah,
Good thing we're letting you talk.
70K Jason's here.
Oh, woo, 70,000.
By the time this episode airs, you may be 80K.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I
You're
was.
still going to be wearing V-necks then?
Yeah,
That's
most
cool.
likely.
I wore a V-neck the other day.
How'd it
Mardi
feel?
Gras beads.
I don't know.
Wait, hold on.
Uncomfortable.
What watch are you wearing today?
I felt like girls were staring
right.
at my chest.
Is that a
lot.
fossil? What is that?
It's a Lucien Picard.
Lucien Picard.
Perfect.
That's like 11 times more expensive than a fossil.
It's like 6 times more.
Can I ask
expensive
you a
than
V-neck
fossil.
question? Is it like when did you start wearing V-necks?
6 months ago.
Like the colored ones or just normal V-necks?
Just regular V-necks.
6 months ago.
Probably like 3 years ago.
No.
When I started wearing my
No.
suits.
Did you get a lot of questions?
No.
I got a lot of questions. I wore one V-neck. I guess it's because I always wear the round neck.
Yeah.
Is that what they call it? Round neck?
Yeah.
Bacon
Regular
neck?
Round
Regular?
guy.
Well, I wore one V-neck and it wasn't even my shirt. It might be even your shirt.
I don't own
That's
any.
real
I don't
cute.
own any V-necks.
But Cassie picks out my clothes for me, and she gave me a V-neck, which was like this black shirt. That's a V-neck, and I got so many like, "Hey, is that a V-neck?" Like all night, like everybody was asking
That's
about
very
my
strange.
V-neck.
Yeah, I can't do the V-neck
Is
either.
that-
I'm never doing
In
it.
Is that Eric's party?
In the beginning, I had people point it out, like, "Oh, you're wearing a V-neck today." I'd be, I am wearing a V-neck today. Thank you.
You're Jason
for
Decker
noticing,
today.
I guess. Yeah.
I feel like it's a life decision now.
Yeah. I don't know what's wrong with the V-neck.
What's the craziest experience you ever had getting a V-neck?
Dude, this one guy in the fitting room, all the fitting rooms were full. And so I had to get in there with
Well,
a
the hardest
guy.
part is that the
He was
V-neck
in
guys
there
are
with
so
his
late.
son.
The hardest part of it is his dick.
I don't even want to talk about it.
Any V-neck
That's not even
deals
a
go
good
down
V-neck.
wrong.
It's not a good V-neck?
No, that's a short V-neck. You don't even have like, that's like a 2-inch V-neck.
yeah,
feel
it's
like-
a tight V-neck. That's what I
I feel like
You need,
Luke.
like,
I don't want the
6.
deep chest V-neck. I don't have the hair to show off the deep chest
I feel like
V-neck.
Luke kind of stretched his shirt out to make it look like a
Yeah,
V-neck, but it's
I'm
not
impressed.
a real V-neck.
You wish I did.
Bacon.
Motherfucking wish I did.
No, that's no good. You're
look
the
at
worst.
this. Look at this bacon neck
folded
over
it.
here.
Yeah, you're
Fold
the
it.
worst V-neck.
How's that? Is
You're
it
the
V?
worst.
I can do that too.
Yeah, it's V.
Ooh.
Get busy
Can we
living.
just
Get
have
busy
like
dying.
one V-neck
Peninsula.
day and see who looks the best in the V-necks and we decide?
Well, Jason's gonna look the best because he wears them all the time.
No, not
Oh, it's so
necessarily.
natural.
Like Alabama's our fedora guy. He doesn't have to be our V-neck guy.
Yeah, if you have any
I
fedora
already am the
questions,
V-neck guy.
Like Husk is our Henley guy.
I got it, guys. Next year for Halloween, let's all dress as each other.
I actually have a fedora question for Alabama.
Go for it.
What is the biggest difference in like version 14 compared to version 13?
Well, it's the materials. It's where they come from. The older ones, the first one that you said, I obviously don't know what I'm talking about.
What is happening?
Yeah,
I was talking about a Linux distribution called Fedora.
Oh, unaware.
I was talking about hats.
So Luke left.
Hey, but I'm here now.
Down.
Tight V-neck.
In my V-neck.
What are you hooked on? Besides V-necks?
Cigarettes.
Yeah. Any plans on
You got a beard coming in.
Kind of plans on quitting.
Yeah, we found out last night that there's 2 separate reasons to not shave in November.
Yeah.
Both of them are the same qualifications, but one of them's for prostate cancer. The other one is for nothing.
Yeah, the other one has no charity affiliation. Movember
is the charity.
No.
Yeah.
No. Movember is the charity.
And No Shave
No
November
Shave
is
November is
nothing.
just you're a lazy college kid that doesn't
That's a
wanna
real
shave.
thing. When did that start?
Sounds like
November.
In November.
November 1st.
The only beard thing I've ever heard is
It
like
probably started on like November 5th when
Hockey.
somebody's like, what the fuck? Why haven't you shaved? No Shave November, dude.
Remember.
I only know the hockey one.
That's the
Oh,
playoff.
yeah.
Now we're not going to do that.
Yeah, people were trying to accuse me of saying or attack me with like, yeah, well, it's for hockey. I'm like, no, I'm pretty sure that's in like May.
That's true. I can't even grow a beard. What am I going to do?
You could. I have faith in you.
No thanks.
I can't grow a beard.
What if we rub it? Like if we all rub it?
You got a good beard
It's
going.
not a good beard.
No, it'll come.
It's good.
I'm unhappy with it. Not this guy.
No one's going to be that.
Listen, Masters has the most beauteous beard, and we're just gonna have to accept
Look at him
it.
smile. It's like Santa. It's so jolly.
Belly full of jelly.
What are we gonna
That's
do
your
with
beard
you?
song?
What are you singing? I have to hear
So
that.
how are we ending this?
I don't know. What else is new, guys?
I don't know. Luke's gone.
What are we doing this year?
We're doing a poem.
Poem?
Poem.
A poem.
We
Is
did
this the
poems
first
last
episode
year?
of the season?
This is second,
Second.
but the first one doesn't count.
Oh.
We were going to change the kind of poem each time.
We do cold opening for our cold opening.
What are kinds of poems?
I don't know.
Limerick.
That's one.
That's the only one I know.
Do you have one last story you want to tell about rehab before we stop?
Like 5.
Go,
tell
rattle
one
them
more.
off.
We're gonna tell.
All Luke Hour, everybody only laughs.
Tell us the wettest story of the 5.
All right, so my friend, I probably shouldn't use his real name. I'm guessing
We'll call him
can-
Clark.
we'll call him
Oh,
we'll call
shit.
him Javante.
Ooh, Javante.
Is that a picture of him on your shirt?
No, that's too hard to say. We'll call him Jim. Jim.
Javante.
The
All right, I'm
worst
just gonna use his
Jim.
real name, Carmine.
You gave up so fast.
His name's Carmine. Arrest this man if you see him. All right, Carmine. So Carmine was he was telling me we were talking about some crazy stories, this and that, and whatnot. He was like, man, he's like, this one time, he's like, I went to a random wedding. He was like, and I was chilling there. He was like, I was just at the bar drinking. He was like, and I was looking for the opportune moment. He's like, and I was hanging out there for a while. He was like, and then I thought I saw my time. He said, I turned around from the bar and I saw the wedding box that everybody puts their shit in. He said, I ran, I grabbed it. He's like, I started running out of the wedding hall, and I heard, somebody's still in the box. He hurdled the kid and he ran out. True story. True story.
How much money did he get?
Sorry. So here's
Mostly checks.
Here it is. Exactly. He's at home. He's telling me the story. He's at home. He's separating the checks from the cash. He says he's reading every card. He said he opened.
Why would he read the card?
This is what he said.
Best
He said,
wishes,
I'm reading
Claire."
every card. He said, I'm reading every card. And he's separating the checks from the cash because obviously he can't do anything with the checks.
So he's reading every card. He gets to one card. He said he read that $1,000 from Grandma. Thanks, Grandma. Word for word. So then he said he started looking in the newspaper and he started with a highlighter. He said he started circling weddings. he went to one more wedding and he was at the bar and the guy asked him, he's like, "What are you doing here?" He said, "Well, I'm just here with my girlfriend." He said, "You should probably leave." He said that was the last wedding he went to. He said it's probably time for you to go. He said, "Yeah, it's probably time for me to stop rating weddings."
Did he go back to the same hall? Is that why
I didn't ask him.
Did he get
about
recognized?
That. No, I didn't ask him about that.
Oh, we know you.
He would have lucked out because I always give gift certificates to KFC.
Delicious. I always give cash. So you guys should get married so you can get my cash.
I just
I don't
keep
have
taking it out of your wallet.
Damn it. I never carry it with me.
Story number 1. 2.
I gotta tell another story.
If you have one handy,
She said you have 5.
At least.
you can blame her.
I don't know about that.
Let's see. You and Swain on your break. Or
Oh, the double header.
Yeah.
Is that the wettest story?
Think
The
so.
wettest story, yeah, definitely the wettest story.
Really?
Are you talking about her vagina?
Yes, I definitely am talking about it.
No, hold on. You should, I don't know. I gotta think of other ones.
All right, so I'm at rehab. The only way you can leave rehab is
Besides breaks.
on an appointment or a break, or on an appointment or a break. So for an appointment, they have the newer entries. They have the older entries, like oversee them. They call it overseeing them on like an appointment. So if they have to go to the dentist, they have to go to the hospital, they have to go anywhere. They have an older student
guide.
go with them to basically,
Chaperone.
you basically make sure they're not doing anything they're not supposed to. So they
Like
sent
drugs.
me. So this one time, my guy that I was in there with, Swain, he had to go to the doctor. His name's Swain.
Why was that necessary to add extra
right,
Can I
weight?
change my podcast
His
name?
name's Swain because he's Swedish. His mom wanted to name him Sven, but his dad wouldn't have it, so they came up with Swain somehow. I don't know.
Sounds legit.
All right, so
Yeah, I come from
so
America,
anyways,
and my
his
name
wife,
is Amerijo.
You completely derailed him.
Oh, are you done? So anyways, Swain's got an appointment. So they sent me on an appointment with Swain. So we're going. Swain, we're driving down the street. He's like, "Yeah, I got a doctor's appointment." So we get out on the road. He's like, "I don't have a doctor's appointment. I made that shit up." So basically, we're driving down the road. He drops me off at the Coney Island. He says, "Order a coffee. We'll be back in a minute. I gotta go bang my wife." I said, "All right, we'll go bang your wife.
We'll go bang your
Go bang your wife. Have fun. Enjoy it." So about half an hour later, he comes back to the Coney Island. I was like, "How was it, man?" I actually didn't ask him that, but I'm sure I assumed it was fantastic. But
It was better than having sex
so
with
we're
you.
sitting there, and his wife starts asking me like, this and that. How am I doing? And I'm like,
your dick.
no, not that question. But
wanna
she's
get
like,
in on
"Do you have a
this?"
girlfriend?" I end up telling her I have a girlfriend. She was like, "Well, do you want to go see her?" She's like, "Yeah, I want to go see her." So we end up driving out to Novi, where my girlfriend lives, and she drops me off. Her and her husband Swain, the guy that I'm in rehab with, end up taking a walk. I end up going up into her house, and we end up having the
Fornication.
Penis in the vagina thing?
P and the V.
Yeah.
So then I came back out. We drove back to the center. We called it the double header. Never happened before. 2 sexual experiences on one road trip.
Not
Never happened
one
before out
doctor's
of rehab.
appointment.
It was very exciting.
That's an amazing amount of teamwork and cooperation.
We felt very cool about ourselves. Yeah.
It's a perfect place to end.
Wait. Now there's more. Quick fire.
I think she has a story to tell.
I
gonna say.
I know all of his stories. That's the only problem.
If you would like to provide
The
commentary,
whole time he's sitting over here. I know it's horrible.
You guys done?
So while he
Faucet?
was
Faucet?
while he was detained, how did you keep yourself entertained?
No. Wait, can you hear me for this? No, I'm not going over there. No. I'm too nervous.
Now we can hear you.
No.
Did you have a Luke penis made?
I did, actually. How do you know about that?
He has one
I just
too.
know.
We live in your house.
Because that's the normal thing.
No worries.
We all have
No,
Luke
but-
penises.
I just know all the stories, and they're pretty entertaining. Every single time that you guys were talking about little scenarios, I was just like, you should totally talk about that. You should totally talk about that.
What was the
Like,
hardest part about not having him around?
What's that?
What was the hardest part about not having him around?
Don't even put me
Third
through this
person.
right now. Don't put me through this right now. No, not on the spot. Don't on the spot me.
okay, you're off the spot now.
But tell us.
Yeah, we'll just look away.
Tell us in
Part.
person.
Hop on the line. I don't know. All right.
What about the faucet? Heard something about a faucet.
Okay.
Another story.
Am I telling another story here?
Faucet tales.
How is this not the wettest story?
It's Tales of Rehab.
No one got turned on.
Huh?
I'm gonna just tell this myself.
All right.
All
You
right,
say
so-
you're gonna tell it as yourself?
I got
not
so
telling the story.
lonely. I was cranking it every day.
The end.
It's not the nickname for your dick. The faucet.
The pool and the faucet.
The faucet in the pool.
You
So
can't fill a
anyways.
pool without a faucet.
A friend of mine, my roommate actually, Steve. You have to understand the rules in this rehab are extremely ridiculous. You're not allowed to have anything in your room, coffee, anything, basically anything. You're not allowed to have anything in your room. If you got caught with any food products in your room, you end up getting in trouble. This and that, whatever. So my friend Steve, his roommate makes a percolator because they give you different jobs at the rehab.
I've heard about wine in the toilet.
And his roommate works in the garage, and he ends up making a percolator. So every morning, his roommate, he gets up like 2 hours early, and he makes coffee in his homemade percolator.
Illegal coffee.
Yes, he does. And he wakes up 2 hours early to do it, so he's serious about it. You know he's serious about it. So he makes this coffee every morning, and my friend Steve, he gets a cup of it every morning.
Just real
But
quick.
you're not allowed to have it.
Fuck you to every mom that has like, I need my Monday morning coffee. Like that's the problem. This guy wakes up 2 hours early every day to percolate coffee and rehab.
Homemade percolator.
Homemade percolator.
Shut the fuck up.
$7 a cup, more like risking your entire program.
So my friend Steve, he has this cup of coffee, and one of the staff members comes in, and he's drinking his coffee in his room, and you're not allowed to have the coffee in your room. So he says, "Where'd you get that coffee?" He said, he actually held it behind his back, and he said, "What's in your hand?" He said, "Nothing." He said, "What's in your hand?" He said, "I got some coffee." He said, "Well, where'd you get it?" He said, "The funniest thing happened this morning. I turned my faucet on, and coffee came out." He said, "It's not funny. I'm going to bring you to Brother Eric." And Eric was the big guy up there. He said he had to say on everything what was going to happen.
Biggest pickle.
So Steve went to class, and about half an hour later, they pulled Steve out of class. They said, "Eric's ready to talk to you."
You had to think about it.
So Steve went into Eric's office. No joke. Eric had a shining light pointed the opposite way on his desk, shining in his eyes. Not a joke. He might have not done it intentionally, but I'm pretty sure he did. So Steve's sitting there. He's like, "So tell me what happened this morning, Steven." He called him Steve, and he didn't call him Steve. He always had to call him by your full name, so you know he's serious. He said, "So tell me what happened this morning, Steven." He said, "Well, the funniest thing happened." He said, "I got up this morning, turned my faucet on, coffee came out." Said, "I'm going to give you one more chance. Tell me the truth, or I'm going to give you the maximum punishment that I can." Steve said, came out of my faucet. 10 work hours and no visits for a month. That's what he said.
That's what coffee's worth to him.
That's what coffee was worth for that guy.
Oh, my faucet.
Came out of my faucet.
Big Eric was probably checking his faucet the whole time, trying to get coffee to come out of it.
He like sent one of his lackeys over there. Check that faucet.
Check all the
Make
faucets.
sure there's no coffee coming out of that coffee.
Maybe it's just rusty.
That's what they did during that half hour.
Exactly. He just kept checking it.
They're like, how much caffeine is in this brown water?
Yeah, they were pissed after they realized they were just drinking rust.
I would have said I pooped in it.
This is my shit.
It's my poo stew.
Got any more?
Cunt flavor.
No.
All right, let's write a poem.
He's out. Let's write a poem.
Rehab is boring by Luke. Coffee in the faucets. The shakes, the sweats, the shits. Stabbed in the parking lot. We had a double-header plot. Playing the piccolo is the pits.
This podcast is part of the Bobo Broadcasting Network. For this and other great shows, head to bobobroadcasting.com.